Manchester United 2, Tottenham 1. We've somehow managed to get through to the final of the FA Cup. Wasn't overly confident that Manchester United were going to do it today. Could have gone, I thought it was a 50-50, could go either way this tie. But Manchester United have done the business. Fantastic second half showing from Manchester United to get the job done and get through to the final. Really fairly pleased with the lineup from the start of the game. Still don't want to be seeing Ashley Young at left back, but besides that, you've got the three-man midfield. The only other real problem was Eric Bailly. Where is he? Is he injured? Which is a concern because you had Smalling and Jones as the centre backs, but did nothing wrong today. Smalling and Jones were very good at the centre of defence. David Hare having little to do actually in this game, considering Tottenham score a lot of goals, got a lot of attacking options. But that three-man midfield was what I was happy to see. Herrera, Matic and Pogba. Now, I have been a bit critical of Herrera in the past. I thought he probably wasn't good enough anymore for Manchester United to keep him, but he was fantastic in there again today. And I think I have changed my mind on the fact that I think Manchester United, although we will probably go for another midfield option in the summer, one more option, because Fellaini will be leaving Manchester United, it will give Manchester United more options. We've obviously still got Scott McTominay, who wasn't even on the substitutes bench today, who can come in and fill a job in when Manchester United have got a lot of games. But them three in midfield worked very, very well, I thought, for Manchester United. Paul Pogba also fantastic, going one goal behind, though obviously Lingard and Sanchez and Lukaku obviously the front attackers, but going one goal behind in this game was a blow. Manchester United was second best in the opening periods of the game. Very poor from Ashley Young. Where was he? Nowhere to be seen. And obviously left Paul Pogba with too much to do. Eriksen putting the ball in for Alli to poke home, and I feared the worst from then. I was just hoping that Manchester United could keep it tight for the next period, maybe 10-15 minutes, and then even going in 1-0 down at half time wouldn't have been the worst, as long as we didn't go in 2 goals behind and then try and nick a goal back. Now we got a goal back obviously before half time. Paul Pogba winning the ball back from Dembele, and a fantastic ball in, and Sanchez, little Sanchez, scoring with a header. Fantastic today, Sanchez, absolutely mint today. This is why I wanted this guy at Manchester United. His work rate was absolutely fantastic again today. Was tracking every ball, every Spurs player when they were on the ball, not giving them a minute of time on the ball. And then Manchester United go up the other end in the second half. We were a lot better second half for me. Really controlled that second half. Harry Kane nowhere to be seen in that second half, so they can't give Harry Kane a goal today from someone else scoring. And then Manchester United getting the breakthrough to go 2 goals to 1 up, and Herrera putting it low past Vaughan. Vaughan should have gone with his feet there. I think probably if that was David Hare, he would have gone with his feet and may well have saved that shot. I wasn't overly convinced that it was still a nice shot, low down. Luckily Jesse Lingard left it and he just walloped it in low, which is hard for the keeper, but I think if he had gone with his feet, because you just can't get down to them once with your hands, which is what David Hare saved so many with his feet over the time, which probably wouldn't have gone in if he had gone with his feet. So that was a plus. I was a bit confident when I saw Vaughan was going to be in goal today, because Hugo Lloris is a lot better than Vaughan. I know Hugo Lloris has made errors this season, and he's no David Hare, nowhere near, but I think Vaughan does make more mistakes than Hugo Lloris, and is definitely nowhere near the standard, which was why I was a bit surprised, because it's a massive semi-final, even though Pochettino coming out and saying that it's not the biggest of games for them, that the winning the league or the Champions League is more important than that. But that is crazy. These are the sort of trophies that you've got to add to your trophy cabinet, and then go on and be winning them trophies on top of this. You build it up. Jose Mourinho is getting together a winning mentality at Manchester United. We've already won 2 titles. Now we're into the final again of another major trophy. So if Manchester United could win this FA Cup, it would be absolutely fantastic. And then going to next season, we'd have won 3 trophies in 2 seasons under Jose Mourinho then, which would be absolutely mint. You can't argue him any more than that. And he is a serial winner, which is what Pochettino just isn't. Maybe he doesn't care quite so much about it. Maybe he cares more about finishing top 4, but that's the difference in mentality. And I know Pochettino's not going to get criticised for what he's done at Spurs. And yes, he has paid less money for players than Jose Mourinho, but so far Jose Mourinho's got 2 trophies to his none. And they were calling that guy the new Fergie earlier in the season. And he has got England's best striker and what most people say one of the best strikers in Europe up front. So Jose Mourinho had to bring his in, so bring Lukaku in. But Manchester United have won the game today, so overly fantastic performance from Manchester United. Seeing that second half out, managing the game, that is Jose Mourinho all over, and that's why Manchester United got through that second half, because of the management of Jose Mourinho. This is why I wanted this guy to come to Manchester United, because I know that he knows how to win these big games and to see out these big games, even if Manchester United haven't always got the best talent on the pitch. And whereas Manchester United have got to improve, certainly at left back. Valencia wasn't too bad at right back. We've got to improve the right back as well and sort out the defence in the centre of defence. Okay, Smalling and Jones were good today, but sort that out. Still sort out how we're gonna go next year with the midfield. And Manchester United will be good to have a title challenge next season, I'm sure. Just got to try and win this FA Cup final now. All things are going to lie on that FA Cup final now. I don't give a shit about the league. Just try and win this FA Cup. Then for me, it will be a very successful season. Second place and the FA Cup will be a good season for me, for Manchester United. Sanchez, for me, man of the match. Second, probably, and Herrera. And third, Paul Pogba, fantastic as well. So shut the fuck up, you haters and critics on Paul Pogba and Alexis Sanchez, because they both had good games today. And Paul Pogba's starting to be more consistent. Only had one bad game in his last 4 games against West Brom, so his consistency is getting there, and we're going to keep him hopefully next season. He's staying. There's nothing wrong with him at Manchester United. Come on, United, we can win this final. We can do it. I know we can. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all again soon.